strategic.
Like you was when you shot Monet.
That bitch don't know I shot her. And we both know that can't happen again.
What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is titled No One is Safe Part 3. Is this the end for Tasha? Now, if you've been following the channel, then you know I've been doing a multiple part series for No One is Safe, because if you can remember in the teaser trailer, they was telling us that no one is safe. So I am, in my opinion, I'm guessing that they are indicating that big bodies will fall this particular season, right? So I did part 1 and 2. If you haven't seen those yet, I would advise you go ahead and take a look at those. Pretty much I was touching on 2 other candidates that I think is very high, well, kind of a high percent chance that they could fall. And also, you know, highlighting that in episode 8, by the history of power, big characters fall. And especially with this being the last season of Book 2 Ghost, I think it's a high probability that big characters, a big character or 2 maybe, will fall in this particular episode. So as you can see on this one here, the person that's on the hot seat is none other than the OG Tasha Green St. Patrick. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, this image right here that we have, I pulled this from, as you can see, the official Stars, Ghost Stars page, right? And, you know, they basically was, you know, pulling from the beginning where, you know, Tasha said, from last episode, where, you know, Tasha said that B don't know I shot her, right? And of course at the bottom, this is an image for, I'm pretty sure this is like a behind the scenes shot, or a you know, a shot from, you know, the lost file, well, not lost files, but, you know, things that you don't get to see, well, basically behind the scenes stuff of her, you know, after she did the scene. This comes from season 3, episode 10, of course. So why would they have this on here? I mean, it could be a red herring that is trying to, you know, lead us on. Or could they be hinting at that indeed Monet may find out that, you know, that Tasha was the one behind, you know, wetting her up. And also, keep in mind, I said, after I seen the episode, you know, basically the recap and the review of episode 7, that they didn't just put that in there for no reason. Like, why would they have her mention that Monet doesn't know that she was the one who capped her? So I think something major is going to happen this next episode that's gonna let Monet know that it was indeed Tasha behind it. So how would she react? Now, I know originally I said that I think Monet would be forgiven because of what happened. You know, it was her kids setting stuff up, and she was being a mother trying to, you know, just protect hers. So she may just understand the situation and let it go. But I don't know, the way things been going as of late, it could very much change. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may actually get upset and decide she wants to retaliate. So this could be something that sneaks up on Tasha. Now, next, you could, let's get into how, what are the possibilities, and how could they possibly end up? How could Monet possibly end up finding out? Now, there's a couple ways I think they can go with this. One thing that I think could be a possibility is maybe Tasha. I'm sorry. Maybe Tasha's house was bugged that she's in now. Obviously, she's in federal protection and stuff like that. So I would say her place being bugged is probably a low percent chance, but you just never know with these writers and stuff like that. So maybe if it was bugged, then it was recorded that she was the one behind the shooting of Monet. Or another way I could see this playing out is, remember when Effie got the files from the officer's apartment or house, whichever one it was. It was a house. But this is something that kind of, my boy Takari touched on a little bit too, with the license plate of Tasha that she, went and touched that she used to do the drive-by on. So with Effie pulling all of those files and stuff like that, is it possible that also in the database they have that information of the license plate that was used, and possibly the description of the person that was in the vehicle that did the shooting? Because keep in mind, Carter did mention to them that, did mention to Monet that it was said that somebody that matches Tariq's description was in the area during the shooting of her, right? So if he has that information, it's a very high percent chance that he also has the information on the person that actually did the shooting. He just could have been trying to, bait Monet at the time to give up something that he may can potentially use. But in actuality, he knows that it wasn't Tariq who did the shooting. It was indeed his mother, Tasha, right? So if that information is in their database, then Effie has access to it. Keep that in mind. Now, also keep in mind that if that information is in those files that Effie has, then that means that, of course, Kane also knows about this. And if Kane finds this out, of course, being the hideous species that he is, he will be more than happy to find out he has a reason now to try to hurt Tariq or someone Tariq loves. That's not his sister, of course. So he will probably go out and pay a visit. Well, I ain't gonna say if this turns out to be true, he more than likely will pay a visit to Tasha. Like, he'll probably try to find a way to, hunt her down and cancel Christmas on Tasha that way. Or he could tell Monet, and Monet decides to take things in her own hands herself. Either way, if this turns out to be true, it's not going to look good for Tasha. At least, we got to get to your boy Don Carter, of course, the most English person in power right now. So, like I just said, remember, it's a high percent chance that he has access to the vehicle information, right? So if he does have access to that, then he knows that it was indeed Tasha St. Patrick that took those shots. And he just hasn't played that card yet, right? So if he does get his back against the wall and he needs a way to control Tariq, he will absolutely, unload on him with that information and be like, okay. Or let's just say something happens that Let's say he doesn't get taken out this episode, or all of this could happen in this episode. Either way, it's a possibility that, let's say, Tariq puts a lot of pressure on him and maybe possibly get him fired from the, from the police force. And things is just looking down on him. You best believe he probably will want to go out swinging. So if he has that information, Carter himself could either go and take out Tasha himself or make it public, or and let Monet know that it was indeed Tasha St. Patrick who took those shots, and that could ultimately lead to her demise. So, pretty much, that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. You know what I'm saying? Definitely would love to hear y'all, opinions and stuff on the matter in these comment section. Is it possible that your girl Tasha will fall this episode coming up, or even possibly in that future episode, because of the matter dealing with her taking shots at Monet? Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in these comments. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your damn friends. But until the next video, I'm out.